Welcome to the Awakening Hour with June the NBIC, airing every night at 9 p.m. Here we keep our foot on the neck of false teachings and challenge Euro-Christian ideologies head-on. We stand on facts over beliefs, insertions and assumptions as we journey together on a path of pure righteousness, guided by true African spirituality or Alkebulan wisdom. Each episode is part of a powerful movement to reclaim our identity, uplift our community, and walk in the power of truth. Tune in nightly at 9 p.m. for transformative insights and hard-hitting discussions as we unmask hidden truths and rise to our fullest potential.
The levels is good. What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that ROD pod. For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the NBIC, and you know what I'm here to represent. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to all you guys for your continuous support, leaving all your feedback, the positive, the negative, all things is respected and needed because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is to keep my foot on all type of necks, which include religion, which includes philosophies, Socrates, and all the nonsense that comes along with this democracy. You heard? And yes, definitely got to give a shout out to the ancestors, the creators, all of these people that created us, that make us who we are today. We would not be who we are if it wasn't for them. Round of applause for that. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Yeah, man. Definitely want to send my apologies to you guys. Came home late, ate, spent some quality time with the Wiz. And I ain't gonna lie, I was dozing off. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh nah, I gotta drop this low for the people. You know what I'm saying? Especially with everything that's brewing up. You guys know what's going on tomorrow. We got the elections that's going on, so a lot of things need to be addressed before tomorrow kicks in, right? And one of the things that needs to be spoken about is this so-called racism that's being thrown out there, especially when it's pertaining to people that does not agree or support, you know, the minority narrative, right? So for me, Saturday, I had a conversation with my aunt, and she asked me who was I voting for, and I told her jokingly, I said I'm voting for Trump, and the response by me saying that was, the question was, are you a racist? Now, in the last 5, 10, maybe 15 years, the term of racism towards black people or blacks being racist has been thrown out there a little too much, right? So I took it upon myself to address such allegations, if that makes sense. Okay? Now, racism, right? To be a racist, first and foremost, I'm going to give you a reason why black people can't be racist. For one, we didn't create the race seats, the race charts. We didn't create this. This came along with Euro-Christian ideology. This came along with religion. This came along from them. Okay? We never lived our lives, you know, thinking that we are inferior or superior to individuals. That came along with race, with slavery, colonization, and restructuring the world to make people look at some people a certain way, are high-minded, and then look at another person, low-minded. That's where racism comes from. So somebody that did not create such things cannot be that. Okay? Because in order for us to be that, we should have the foundation down packed, right? Cool. Now, we don't have that. And I'm going to give you guys another reason why black people can't be racist. Okay? Our opinions and what we say about any nationality on the face of this earth, okay, will not create laws. People will not be penalized, prosecuted, thrown in jail, school systems. Nothing will change based on our perception on somebody or something or anyone. Okay? That alone lets you know that is no way black people can be racist. Racism is a power thing. Okay? Those that's in positions of power are the ones who determine if they're racist or not. And according to the studies and the statistics of what the world presents and projects, it shows that the only people that are racist are the ones that's controlling and running the world. Now, you need to find where you see colored people running and controlling the world. So when you find that, then you're able to define that or sign us up, right? Associate us with something called racist. Black people can't be racist. My opinions, my viewpoints, how I see you, what I think about you will not change your narrative. It won't prevent you from getting in your car, driving up the block, and the police pull you over because society said that you are a threat based on what black people say. That means we can't be racist. Okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the fact that everybody want to use the race card when somebody does not agree with something or someone, whatever, especially when it's pertaining to politics and religion. Okay? Now, in religion, we're being told that God loves everybody, right? That we supposed to be loved. Jesus soon comes. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. We do all that, right? That's in religion. But what religion try to deny and hide the fact that religion was forced upon black people. That religion was the power source into what you call slavery. Religion was a justification into what colonizing. You understand? Taking control, invading, okay, corrupting and destroying it, rape, pillage, whatever. That came along with religion. But what I'm finding hard is when you bring these things up, people will tell you, "Oh, you don't know the Bible. Oh, you don't know what God was doing. What God thoughts is not your thoughts, and you shouldn't think like that. And it was because of your disobedience, and you was being bad, and you was being evil." These are all fugazis, all lies. Okay, this is racism. That's racism right there. Okay, and when you go against that and you question that and you put that on the table, they're seeing you as, "Oh man, you sound like one of them bitter old black people that's just upset and don't want to get over it and move forward, etc., etc. Don't want to see unity, don't want to see togetherness." No, it's not about that. It's about atrocity that took place, an atrocity that's not being acknowledged. Okay, individuals not being compensated for such, tragedies, right? And the fact that brothers and sisters are being fed to ignore it or put a band-aid over it or overlook it or put it, put it under the rug. Like, like, yeah, that was there, but look, you got a job now. No, no. And because of such ideologies, you guys are also seeing, you know, this same racist, hidden racism. You see it in the workspace. You see it in the political race. I'm gonna give you an example with the political race. Matter of fact, let's go into it. Let's look into the political race. How does Kamala try to attract black people? How? How is the Democrats trying to attract black people? They do what? They bring black hip hop entertainers, which is a predominant black, you know, genre of type of music. They use that when they could just kindly just get a black educated person, no, or get a white person that's well spoken and can relate to black people. This is what she could have done. This is what they could have done, but they don't do that because this again, this falls in line with another a low form of racism. This is political racism, right? And then they also create a propaganda and the narrative to protect that. And if a black man like myself exposed that and said, "Look what they doing," I get deemed a racist, right? If I say I think Trump is a better leading candidate for the country, I'm deemed a racist. Not forget all the facts or the logics. Forget the fact that these people have been running the show for 4 years and the entire economy has literally went down to sugar honey iced tea under their watch. Forget that. Forget that. But the fact that I say I'm a supporter of Trump or I believe Trump should be the candidate to lead the nation, I'm considered a racist. That's absurd. Black people can never be racist. And I think this narrative needs to come to an end. It really has to stop. At some point, people got to look in the mirror and say, okay, this race card is just ineffective. It's useless, it's pointless, and it's super stupid. It's super stupid. Okay? I'm living in a society, right, based on what you guys created with the Constitution. I am in this society where I should have my own opinions, freedom of speech, freedom to think, freedom to vote, freedom to talk this. I have the freedom to do so, and I have the right to agree or disagree, just like you guys have the right to agree to disagree. Some of you guys are not going to agree with what I'm saying. I may not even agree with what you're saying, right? But it's still not gonna be under the guidelines of racism. Okay? My thoughts don't get Europeans lynched, killed, and kidnapped, thrown in a cell, prosecuted for a crime they didn't commit. My opinions about them won't do that. But the opinions that you guys have about us can. Okay? A racist judge can throw me in the can. In fact, the judicial system is literally based on racism. I can show you somebody who has been convicted of DUIs 3-4 times and get a slap on the wrist. Kill people, manslaughter and all, and get a slap on the wrist. And I can show you a black man who was just jaywalking, and because he got caught jaywalking 3-4 times, he's now doing 7 months to 2 years in prison. These things are documented, people. So black people can't be racist. Please stop pitching this. It's corny now. It's ridiculous. Okay? And the black people that's on that type of time, please. For the Europeans, I can say whatever I want about you guys. That's all. That's as far as it's gonna go. Me saying what I want to say about you guys. But what you say about us can literally structure the minds of a nation. Literally. What I say about you is not gonna change nothing. These are some angry niggers. It was funny. It doesn't have any power. So this is why black people can never be racist ever in life. We can't be something that we did not create. We did not create that. We did not create race, class, financial brackets. We never created that. You guys did. So what you create, you are a product of your creation. Don't try to include us. Okay? We've been getting the short end of the stick for years upon years. And if we want to joke about your nationality, if we want to make fun of how you look and dress, I think we are entitled to, because The last time I checked, it was your people that came into my space, invaded my space, and violated my people, and gave me a religion to justify such violations. And if we want to do make jokes and stuff about you guys for humorous reasons to challenge and deal with our trauma that was caused by you, I think we are entitled to do so. Don't you agree? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We are entitled to. But please stop trying to call black people racist. Leave that alone. It's corny. For the black people that's calling black people racist, it's corny. My opinions don't change the world. Okay? My opinions will not make it to the Congress table, and a bill is gonna be written based on how I feel, on how we feel. Okay? Stop. We can't be racist. All right? Put your big boy pants on. You guys are men. Stop being emotional. Let's go back to the ways of old. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. Let's get back to that. Okay? So we can proceed to move forward. Because there's bigger fishes to fry. All right? Especially if this lady, or should I say, when this lady gets put into that seat, she will put an end to all you guys' problems. Okay? She's going to make it even worse for you guys to live. She's going to make it even worse for you guys to protect your family. She's going to make it worse for you guys to do anything. Raise your children accordingly. It's going to be 10 times worse. So please, 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 think about what you're asking about. Think about what you're doing. Focus on what's real. Focus on what's important. Okay? I think you guys should worry about not losing your nation than worrying about if black people are racist or not. I think that's what you should worry about. I think you should worry about that. I think you should worry about all these migrants coming into your space, taking up all your resources, taking up your homes, taking up over your tax dollars, using up all your food stamps, buying all your groceries, leaving nothing behind for your children. I think those are the things that you guys should focus on. Don't worry about if black people are racist. Don't take the time out calling black people racist. Focus on what's going on with your land. Okay? Focus on what's going on with your land. All right? Cool. Now, we got that out the way. And I know I got a lot of these things out of order, okay? But well, whatever comes to me comes to me. Right now, I want to do some meditation. Right? So you guys can go to bed, feeling good, feeling happy. I just finished eating some good home cooking. I had to eat it before a certain time, right? Because the later that you eat, the harder is gonna take your body to break down the food and the molecules and all that nonsense that come along with it. So I try to eat at a certain time, you know. Usually before, when I used to do the 11 p.m. broadcast, I would literally eat after that. So if I'm doing it from 11, by 12 o'clock, 12:30, I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? To go to sleep and then wake up around 8 o'clock. You understand? To start my day. That's not healthy for me. Okay? That's also part of the reason why I made the transition to first reaching out to you guys in the morning to now doing it at 9 p.m. You understand? Because my health is important. If I'm not healthy, my children is gonna be affected, and then you guys ain't gonna be around. You ain't gonna be able to see me be affected, right? So we're gonna do some meditation. The meditation is gonna be played, and in the process, I will be putting up some African proverbs. Okay, and I should have put it on the screen. I should have put it on the screen, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to play the meditation, the 693 godly frequency. For those that don't know, that's the God frequency. Those things literally challenge and put pressure on the nerves to release it, to put you into, I don't wouldn't say a comatose state, but put you in a state of calmancy, right? Where you can literally process and digest. And in that process, like I said, I'm going to give you some African proverbs. I told you guys I will be doing that moving forward. You understand? When I got books like this, I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, this is African proverbs. I got two books to that. Um, Very important. I think us as colored people should be, you know, tapping into our African proverbs. I got the East Kosa dictionary. That's something else I also want to dive into and learn the words. And I want you guys to learn it with me. And you know what I'm saying? Like we really gonna start doing things to connect us back home, man. You understand? With all the chaos that's going on in the world, with America, with this political nonsense and all of that, the when I read the proverbs for you, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And then on today's African proverbs is literally about corruption. And when you see what Africa view corruption, you will understand the circumstances that's going on here in this world. And that has nothing to do with religion. Okay? Do not think that what I'm bringing forth is biblical prophecy. All of these things is fugazi. These are lies. Okay? All There's no prophecy. Everything is propaganda. Okay? Remove prophecy and replace it with propaganda. They control it all. All right? Okay? The true prophecy, or the true awakening, will be us when we unite and we come together and we realize what these racist people are doing. Then we know what we need to do as a whole to overcome. And like I said in my live early in the morning, until we detox, I mean complete mental cleanse from Euro-Christian ideology, there will be no movement, no uprise, no rebuilding, no conversation, nothing, until that is literally the foundation, the core piece that needs to be removed in order for us to make progress and move forward. So let me put on these African proverbs for you. Okay? I wanna hold on. I wanna play the sound for you guys. Hopefully, let me remove these things from my screen. Hopefully. Give me a second. Let me put this back up for a minute. Oh, okay. Where's the sound effects? Is it this? No. No. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So I got it now. So I'm gonna play these frequencies for you guys. And you guys are gonna take the time out and meditate on it. Let me put the key number. Let me put number 1. So let's start right now, guys. I want you to take this time out to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Close your eyes. Envision yourself being great. Envision yourself to be in a position that you was never in before. Envision yourself going through trials and tribulations and overcoming, conquering your biggest fears, standing up to the biggest bullies, whatever you perceive to be a bully in your life. want that you want that to be in your forefront. Okay? In tonight's Proverbs, we're going to talk about corruption. It says a person who keeps company with corrupts also become corrupt. That's what's being said out in Kenya. The person who keeps company of the corrupt will become corrupted as well. So you got to always be mindful of those who hang around. Yes, we love everybody. Homies, friends, family comes first. But nobody will want to chill with a rapist, with a pedophile. Those are corrupt individuals, corrupt minds. Even those that have the ideology of Euro-Christian, that's a corrupt mind. And if you are around that, you will become that as well. That's not me saying that. That's not me saying that. It's really not. Okay? It says, evil enters like a needle and spreads like a tree. That's in Ethiopia. Evil comes like a needle. It's quick, simple. Something that you will never even pay. It probably just might sting you. But when that evil gets in, it spreads. When Christian ideology got inside of you, it spread it. Now look at the community, look at our people. This is African Proverbs, people. This is the wisdom from El Kebulan itself. From the righteous of righteous, the holies of holies. Yeah. These are the things that your ancestors knew about. This is the reason why they was considered savages, because they wouldn't subject themselves to such ideologies, because we knew what they brought to the table. It says the one who sows of greed and corruption will reap shame and disgrace. That's in Cameroon. You see what's going on. You guys see what's going on. You see what's going on here in America. America is a place of disgrace. Look at our women. Look at our children. Tomorrow I'm going to show you something so crazy you won't even believe that this is for real. Yeah. The last time I said what happened to our men. YouTube gave me a warning, said I was promoting hate speech. I'm trying to figure out what did I hate. I'm trying to figure out what did I hate, people. But the one who shows of greed and corruption will reap shame and disgrace. And we've been we've been feeding for the greed. Now look at us as a people. We are very disgraceful. We looked upon as jokes. Nobody's not taking us serious. Because we chasing and we running after the things that we perceive to be valuable. We want the greed. We want to be like them. We want to be the oppressor, and we want to use the oppressor tactics to oppress the very oppressed. To oppress the already oppressed, we want to do that. We got to do better. It says when the root of a tree begins to decay, the spread of death to the branches. They spread death to the branches. That's in Nigeria, people. When the root of a tree begins to decay, they spread death to the branches. That's in Nigeria, people. You see what's been going on. The world that we are living in is decaying right before your eyes. And death has been following it. Look at all these people that's miraculously dying away. It doesn't matter their age. Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter if you took the fufu or not. The world is in turmoil. The changing of the hands is happening right before you. Oh no, it's not gonna be no savior that's coming, that's doing this for you to be redeemed. This is their ancestors waking up the people. This is the creators of this universe restoring order, putting themselves inside of you, inside of our ladies, inside of our brothers, inside of our children, forcing us to work together. The coconuts will fall, they have to fall. And the ones that remain will maintain and continue pushing forth on this campaign. This is what you guys are witnessing right now. Doesn't stop there. Corrupt gifts darken the hands of the wise. I repeat, corrupt gifts darken the hands of the wise. That's in Kenya, folks. If you take gifts and evil from people, when you take the gift, the corrupt gifts, like the biblos, it darken the hands of the wise. Our warriors have lost themselves. Our kings and queens, the people that was meant to lead, have lost themselves because they have accepted the gift of the enemy called the biblos. Yeah. And if you're thinking that I'm lying, just look at the behavior of those that have accepted such gift. I know I had to give that gift back and said, sorry, sir. You can take that. It's doing more damage to my people than good. It's doing more division than uniting. That's not of the creators. That is not of the creators. That is not of our culture. That is not of our heritage. This mentality that we have came from that gift. My hands was darkened. My mind was darkened. My heart was darkened. I didn't have no empathy for my people, no sympathy for my people. I almost forgot that I was once in their shoes. I almost forgot. I condemned my people without them even being fairly educated. I said, oh, he hellbound, he's going to hell. Oh, she hellbound, she's going to hell. Not realizing that the mentality that they are in are a mentality that was taught to them by their enemy. So it's not their fault that they are in these circumstances. It's a system that was created to put us in these circumstances and also promote for us to be in these circumstances. And now we got, puppets that ensure that we stay in such mentality. So I can't get mad at my people. Frustrated? Absolutely. But mad? No. Because I know what's being done. It says a good purpose is like a doctor, and an evil purpose corrupts. That's Swahili, guys. A good purpose is like a doctor. You see, when you doing this for a purpose, you're healing your people. This is why you guys feel what I say, because you know I purposely want to do good by you, for you, because there's no me without you, and I hope you understand there's no you without me. We are one. We are together in this together forever. This is not about getting the riches. This is not about getting all the likes, all the views. I just looked on my YouTube studios, over 200 and something new subscribers. I do this for you guys. The creators know that my purpose is pure. I am the doctor for you. You guys are the patients. I'm a patient myself to a degree. But they're evil. Those that got evil purposes are corrupted. You see what's going on in the churches. You see what's going on with these schools. You see what's going on with these people. They're evil. Because their purpose is not of righteousness. Their purpose is not of righteousness. Your purpose has to be of righteousness. It has to be of the creators. It has to be of your ancestors. You're never allowed, according to vocabulary tradition, you're never allowed to not acknowledge your ancestors. Not acknowledge those that paved the way for you to be where you at now. And we're not talking about the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X. No, we're talking about your very own lineage. Your very own tribal. Yes, we have been scattered and we all over the place. But the mission is to figure that out. I'm on that mission. My great-grandfather's sister, her name is Lucy Lamont. She's 90-something years old. She's out in Canada. That's where I need to go. If anybody know about Lucy, if you got the power to do your research and your studies, please find her for me. Bring me to her. Bring her to me. So she can see what her brother DNA has produced on this world. Be rising, people. Be rising. Last but not least, a parasite can never live alone. That's an NIMBY, people. A parasite cannot live alone. Watch those that's doing things that's feeding the mind, that's corrupting the mind. They can't function by themselves. Watch those. Watch those that bring forth the Euro-Christian ideology and tell you that this is you. Watch those. Watch those that's feeding us the ideology of the oppressor. Watch those. Stand on the side of pure righteousness. Pure righteousness has absolutely no association with anything given unto you by the enemy. Absolutely nothing. Remember, they came into your space and introduced you to such doctrine. We did not know what that was. We didn't care for what that was. And because we didn't care, they brutally, and I repeat, brutally forced this nonsense upon your people. Got rid of the warriors. Left the women and children defenseless, and that's how they was able to attack and take over your land. Yeah. You gotta know your history, people. His story is our misery, aka mystery. Our story is of his history. So you gotta take care of this story. This story that has not been told to the people. You gotta go find that story. You gotta go read that book. You gotta go rewrite that book, people. The rise will never be televised, but it is I who is authorized to tell you guys. Let that function in, people. Let that function in, people. Breathe in, people. I hope that was good for you, because it was phenomenal to me. I feel my I feel the nerves twitching in my body. The frequencies is going left to right, man. And this is just the beginning, man. And if this is what you like and you want some more, please leave it in the comments. You understand? Support the movement. Follow me on all these social media platforms. ROD Pod. We outside with it, man. The change and everything. You understand? We out here doing it for real. You know? There's a lot of things I got in the works. There's a lot of things that I want to bring forth to the people. Like I said, we will start a care package for the brothers and sisters. If you want to be a part of this movement, you will have to go through a background check. I need to know who I'm dealing with. I need to know who you are. I need to know what you are about. I need to know people's agenda, right? Because we don't need no Judas over here. We don't need no Euro Christians over here. We don't need no sabotagers over here. And we damn sure don't need no coconuts over here. We need the warriors. We need the kings. We need the queens. We need the comrades. We need those that's willing to sacrifice it all for the greater good of a nation. The only nation that doesn't need a conversation but only desires separation from the children of Satan. You understand? So if it's your first time, people, I hope it's not your last time. If it's your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, that means I'm still on your mind. That means we gotta stay on that grind, because it is about that time. Time for what? Time for you guys to go get yours. Because I'm out to go get mine. It's your brother, man. You understand? And I'ma holler at y'all. One.